For months Israel had stared across at Jericho, and within a few days this all changed in a remarkable way. It happened at Bethabara, the house of the crossing. The children of Israel passed over the river on dry ground, a repeated experience of the circumstances of the Red Sea, a connection that was well understood by both Rahab and by the Gibeonites. Israel now looked back to Jordan. The perspective of the nation had changed forever. During the crossing, a unique activity was performed. The nation moved rocks. To illustrate this, we are travelling north to Adam, the place where the river Jordan was pushed back to. The crossing was to start a series of events that involved stones. "12 men were selected, each taking on his shoulder a stone, which he then deposited on the bank of the river. Each man was, in effect, carrying a part of an altar, in a similar fashion to the priests carrying the ark. And immediately following the conquest of Ai, Joshua takes the entire nation to Shechem to witness an altar and hear the reasons for blessing and cursing. But this was not the only memory of stones. Achan was buried under a heap of stones, as was the king of Ai, whose city's name means a heap. The final episode of stones in the story of Joshua sees the nation again at Shechem, and this time a great stone is erected at Tel Belata, and instructions to the nation are inscribed upon it. Joshua dies 110 years old and was buried here at Timnath-Serah. He left behind him a legacy of writing plainly on stones, the commission he had from Moses before him, a legacy of a greater prophet than Moses that would pass over with his people into the inheritance, and leaving behind him a call to obedience evidently set forth, a memorial for his people. So what do we learn from the stones of Joshua? During all of Israel's history and ours, an altar and a witness was provided. God would deliver his people to their eternal inheritance. There is no space or personal interests above God. Joshua was told to be strong and of a good courage. So should we. Bye for now.